When I was a little girl, I would watch Law and Order with my dad. He's a defense attorney here in Akron, and I remember being so impressed with the prosecutors on that show and the way they worked a courtroom, the way they could kind of get justice for these people that couldn't speak for themselves, and I thought that was the greatest job in the world. That was what I wanted to do. And I went to law school with that goal in mind. I went to law school wanting to be in a courtroom, be a part of something bigger than myself, represent the state of Ohio, and life doesn't always, turn out exactly as planned, so I was in private practice for a few years after law school, and when the opportunity arose to come here to the Summit County Prosecutor's Office, I was absolutely thrilled. Love what I do, and I love that I'm in this unit in particular, in the Child Protection Unit, because I get to truly give something back to my community by protecting the children, the most vulnerable members of the community, and it's very fulfilling. The best part of being a prosecutor for me is the team that we work with. Everyone here at the Summit County Prosecutor's Office, from the attorneys, the staff, everyone that we work with is wonderful. They all are equally as committed to protecting the members of the community, representing the state of Ohio, making sure that justice is done for the members of the community. And I also love working in my unit in particular because I get to give a voice to these children that don't really have a voice. I get to make sure that the children of Summit County stay protected, stay safe, and all of the attorneys in this unit, especially, I know are equally as committed to that cause. They all are absolutely an asset to the County of Summit. They work hard every day to make sure that these children are safe. I think one of the more difficult things about being a prosecutor, especially here in the Child Protection Unit, is seeing children that end up in the permanent custody of Summit County Children's Services. The goal of what we do here is to work with Summit County Children's Services and work with the parents to try to help reunify those families. When children are removed from the home, the goal would be to get them to a place where we can put them back in their home, to reunite them with their parents, and we do everything we can to make that happen. And when we get to a point where, for whatever reason, be it addiction, be it mental illness, we're not able to reunite these children with their families, that's a hard day here. It's a really hard day because that's not our goal here. Our goal is to keep these families together. The cases that impact me the most as a prosecutor, I think, are the cases with severe neglect, injuries, things like that. I'm a mother of 3 small children, so there will be cases when these children's birth dates are almost the same as my children's birth dates, and you see them with these sometimes horrific injuries, this neglect, and it's really hard to kind of reconcile that somebody could treat a small child in these ways. The way that I can kind of cope with that and get through it is that I know that here I am and here we are in the unit protecting the children. We're making sure that they're not going to be harmed again, and whatever we have to do to ensure that that happens is what we're going to do, and we're going to make sure that we're committed and prepared and that we go forward and work through the legal system to keep the kids safe. Absolutely. I think there's a misconception, a widely held misconception, especially as it relates to the Child Protection Unit, that we are not here to help. And we are. We're here to work with Summit County Children's Services to get to a place where we can reunify these families. Our entire goal is to help the parents so that they can provide a safe and stable home for their children so that we can place those children back in the home. We are not here to break apart families, and that's something that you hear from frustrated parents up in the courtroom sometimes, and that's not at all what we're here to do. We're here to help. We want to see these families together, We want to do whatever we can to help these parents work through whatever issue it is that's preventing them from being able to effectively parent their children. Addiction, homelessness, mental illness. We're going to work through the court system and work with Summit County Children's Services to get them anything that they need so that they can reunify with their children. That's our ultimate goal here.